Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax, and we do have a lot to talk about, some new information about that fire in Colchester coming your way in just a minute here. But we also have to get you ready for this really cold weather. So meteorologist Tyler Hughes is here with a check on that first alert forecast. We do it every 10 minutes or less here. Hey, good morning, Tyler.
Hey, good morning, guys. I mean, it's nothing we can't handle, but it's definitely the coldest air of the season so far.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. And so what it means is we're alerting you. You have to get the jackets, the hats, the gloves, the scarves, everything. Get them out of the closet now because temperatures, they are going to be below freezing all day long. It's the first time we've seen that since March. Now, in the T's, I told you we now have record-breaking cold in parts of the state. And no, it's not 3 degrees in Hartford. We're not breaking that record today. That was set back in 1976. That will continue to stand. But now, just about the coldest part of the day, we did break a record down in Bridgeport. The previous record was 17 degrees for a low temperature set back in 1989. And look at the temperature right now in Bridgeport. It's 16 degrees there, 16 in New Haven as well. As you head up toward the northern part of the state, though, we're in single digits, 6 in Windsor Locks right now, 3 in Salisbury. And I got some reports from Litchfield County that even got down to the Big Goose Egg, 0 degrees as well. So it is a very chilly start this morning. Kids, make sure you wear those jackets if you're headed out to the bus stop. Temperatures only topping out in the upper 20s inland today at or around 30 along the immediate shoreline. And 31 is pretty much where you would peak along the shore. It will be a bright start. Clouds will increase later on this afternoon ahead of just a chance for an isolated snow flurry tomorrow morning. But the real silver lining to today is that unlike yesterday when we had those winds that were very gusty, it was a biting wind. It made it feel a lot colder. Today, no wind gusts in sight to speak of, and that means wind chill will not be a factor today, and you won't have to worry about that through the afternoon. That's the good news in today's forecast, is that the wind chill, we won't have to worry about that, but you will still have to bundle up, at least for today. The weekend is looking a little better, but more Arctic air is on the way next week. I'll have all those details in the full first alert forecast when I see it in just a few minutes. Right now, though, we'll get a check of the roads on this Friday morning at 7:03. How's everything looking, Kate?
We're off to a nice start here so far this morning in terms of the road conditions. Maybe a little bit breezy out there. It's definitely a frigid start, so you want to make sure that you're taking some time, make sure that that car is running properly. You've got frost on the windshield, you need to scrape that off, all those kinds of good things. But if you're getting ready to head to work, bring the kids to school or the bus stop, major roadways looking great. Nice and quiet out there, in fact. Live look here in Hartford, 91 north and southbound lane of traffic moving towards your screen. Here's a look at a nice quiet Route 9 through Middletown here, running right along the Connecticut River. Live look outside, a nice quiet start here by the Mixmaster and Waterbury, 84 east and westbound, and here in Meriden along 691 east and westbound. Also moving along with no issues. So we're crash and incident free right now. No construction. That daytime work, I do expect that there will be some of that scattered across the state. Anywhere between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock is when we see a lot of that pickup. Normal delay is down through Fairfield County 95 southbound to the George Washington Bridge. And again, rest of the state is smooth sailing. That's a quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
We're on top of breaking news in Colchester this morning.
That's where a fire overnight destroyed a house. It was on North Pond Way, and the weather made it really difficult for fire crews. We're learning that embers recently reignited. So your reporter Anna Stansfield is live there with the latest. So Anna, are they back there yet working on the hot spots?
Yeah, Tracy, Caitlin, good morning. Just about 30 minutes ago, one fire truck did come back up to the scene to try and put out some of these hot spots. You can see here behind me, they were successful. Now they're just kind of standing in the front yard looking to make sure nothing else ignites here. But we've been watching that all morning. If you've been watching us here on Channel 3 with WFSB News, we've been telling you, that the smoke and embers have been kind of going all morning long. But the fire marshal was here watching it all. He wasn't very worried about it, which is why a crew just now got out here for the first time to just spray some water on some of those hot spots. But you can see for yourself that house is completely destroyed. We know 4 people lived inside. They were all luckily able to get out safely. We can show you a photo of what this looked like earlier in the morning when the fire was still ablaze. The Colchester Fire Department sent us that photo that shows you those massive flames, as well as what the house looked like before it completely burned down, which is just devastating. As we now show you some of the video when we first got here at around 3 o'clock this this morning of that damage. I was able to, again, speak with someone from the fire marshal's office. On top of the lack of nearby water, the closest fire hydrant is about a mile away from this brand new neighborhood. Another challenge they had here were the icy roads. A lot of these roads are covered in black ice, making it difficult for those fire trucks to come in and out, trying to get that water from the fire hydrant that was, again, about a mile away. Now, we know the fire marshal is here again with some of those crews monitoring some of those hot spots. They're going to begin their investigation now that the sun has risen. So, of course, as we learn more, we'll bring you the very latest on air and online. For now, though, I'm your reporter in Colchester, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Anna, thank you. We'll keep following that for you. Also this morning, we have team coverage of this First Alert Weather Day.
Now, temperatures this low could be dangerous if you have to spend extended time outside.
The state's severe cold weather protocol now in effect. Your reporter Sierra Jordan is in Hartford, sharing some ways that you can keep yourself warm and safe if you need a place to go.
Good morning, Caitlin, Tracy. You will not believe how many layers I have on. I came prepared this morning, got my hat, gloves, scarf, and even hand warmers. Now, we are standing right outside a warming center at the Hartford Public Library that will be open today, and dockers recommend to look out for frostbite because of these cold temperatures. And if you do have to come out today, make sure you are dressed for it. These bitter temperatures can turn dangerous fast. The state is bracing for some of the coldest air we've seen in months. Doctors at Hartford Hospital say layering up, especially covering your hands, face, and ears, is critical. They add any pain, numbness, or tingling is a red flag and could be the early signs of frostbite.
If you can get back inside and gently warm those under some warm water, not hot water, warm water, things will be fine. If you are not able to feel your fingers, or they come back and they're super painful, they turn black, they turn painful, you actually need to come in and see us.
Now, if you need a place to warm up or shelter, again, the Hartford Public Library will be open today as a warming center. And if you cannot make it out here, there are other resources. Just call 211. Your reporter live in Hartford, Sierra Jordan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
All right, team coverage on this First Alert Weather Day continues, and we are waking up to the coldest air of the season.
Yeah, so these temperatures wreaking havoc on your car. Your reporter Roger Suzanne is joining us now to explain what you can do if your car won't start this morning. All right, Roger, what do people need to know?
All right, good morning, ladies. First and foremost, you don't need to panic if your car doesn't start up right away, although obviously I can understand why you'd be concerned. But on a day like this, your battery can lose about 50% of its juice. So what you're going to want to do is turn off all of the accessories, turn off the heat, turn off your windshield wipers, anything that could drain just even a little bit of battery life, and then try again. The other thing you can do is, according to J.D. Power, this trick works. Hit your high beams for about 30 seconds. That can warm up your battery and give it just a little bit of extra juice and hopefully give you enough power to actually start your car up. Now, another issue that we've been talking about this morning is once you hit the road, you may notice that your tires are low in pressure. That's because you can lose 2 psi for every 10 degrees the temperature drops. The good news here in Connecticut is that every gas station in our state is required to provide you with free gas. So you can stop in and fill up your tires. We actually filled up our boss's tires earlier. We're hoping eventually that, who knows, maybe we'll get a raise. So again, there are some issues that the cold weather is going to play on your cars, but if you prepare and have a little advice, you can hopefully get where you need to go. Reporting live for Channel 3 Eyewitness News, I'm Roger Suzanne. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Roger, thanks. With the temperatures dropping, your heat going to go way up.
Oh, yeah. So that could lead to higher bills. We know that. But there are some things that you can do to help. If you keep your windows and doors closed, of course, that keeps warm air inside. Keep your fireplace closed if you're not using it. And this is a bigger investment, but proper insulation can reduce costs by about 15%. Of course, safety a top concern here. Make sure your heating system gets its yearly maintenance check. And today's a great day to download that First Alert Weather app if you haven't already. Just scan the QR code here on your screen or search First Alert Weather in the Google Play or the App Store.
All right, we have a big update this morning. The estate of Jacqueline Torres Garcia and her biological father plan to sue the Department of Children and Families in connection to the death of the little girl for combined $100 million. The girl's body was found behind an abandoned home in New Britain earlier this year. 3 people are now facing charges, including her mother and aunt and the mother's ex-boyfriend. The lawsuits claim DCF failed to perform safety and wellness checks. DCF is responding, saying they have not been notified of the claim yet.
Well, right now, an investigation is underway after an inmate accused of violently attacking a female officer was found dead in his cell. The inmate had just been transferred to a different facility this week. The union representing correction officers says he was transferred after trying to sexually assault the officer. We're working to learn more about the attack and what led to the inmate's death.
Well, this morning, advocates are not giving up hope of solving a nearly 30-year-old cold case. Suzanne Joven was killed in 1998. The Yale student was found near the corner of Edge Hill and East Rock Roads. Police say she was stabbed in the head and neck 17 times. Her killer has never been found. There is a $150,000 reward for being offered for information leading to arrest and conviction.